Welcome everyone to the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championship Division 2 semi-final. Here you have McDUFF on the right-hand side of your screen versus Apple and Rhubarb Pie. McDUFF hailing from Sydney and Apple and Rhubarb Pie reasonably local here to Nelson Bay and Newcastle. I am your commentator for this one, Ashley O'Sullivan. It's a lovely day out here today at Nelson Bay, and as you'll see, Cherlin walking to the disc. Cherlin there, Duff on offense, sends to Davis. Cherlin sends it straight away to Boona and just overshoots that one. You'll see a lot of that from Cherlin today. Happy to send it to the end zone. Got a lot of very strong female receivers here on this Duff team. And yeah, potentially a little bit of a different style here from the Apple and Rhubarb Pie team, who have been playing a lot through their men and looking to hit some very solid resets into their ladies who have been doing a lot of work behind the disc. We see Chris Hill here now walking to the disc. Very experienced player from Newcastle, played a lot of times with Pie Wagon and also with I-Beam in the men's season. Davis on the mark. And up it goes straight away. Stoddard versus Plummer. Stoddard leads the chase and takes it in safely. Safe left hand of Stoddard with the disc. Plummer on the mark, pressure, and then as we see Dallywater there with the goal straight away. Apple and Rhubarb Pie open up with a break, and we are 1-0. Should be a great contest here today. We've got Duff, who competed in the final of the Australian Division 2 Mixed Ultimate Championships last year, going down to VLS Soda in that one, who lost their quarter-final just before. In your streamers, you would have seen before, to the other Newcastle team. Second slice. So yeah, obviously Newcastle putting together some pretty solid rosters here with both teams in the semi-finals. Duff opting to play, Apple and Rhubarb Pie electing to play with 4 men and 3 ladies for this one. On the right-hand side of your screen is the gender end zone for the first half, so teams at that end of the field will have the option to select either the ratio of 3 ladies and 4 men or 4 ladies and 3 men. As Greenfield signals his readiness for the pull. Welcome our co-commentator here for today, Nicholas Lally. How you doing, Nick?
Yeah, good, thank you, Ash. Pleasure to be here, We're here for the semi-final action, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's up 1-0 so far to Apple and Rhubarb Pie. They've gone out and got a break early. Let's see if Duff can respond. Both teams happy to send it to the end zone in the first point. And with the conditions here today, I'm sure we'll see some pretty exciting action.
Yeah, most definitely. Maybe it could be one of those games where a bit of a huck fest at the beginning, and then teams start to put on zones and whatnot, try and stop those options. But yeah, I've played this Duff team at regionals, and they do not mind boosting it.
There he goes, Kong, safe hand, swings it across to Davis. Davis gets it back to Hotaling. Hotaling looking for options, finds Cherlin. Cherlin with Greenfield with an unbelievable bid, but unfortunately a bit of contact and either a strip or a foul called here from Cherlin. Should be a fun contest. A couple of older gentlemen on the field having a go at each other as we see Greenfield putting pressure on the mark with Cherlin with the disc. Wants an option from Hotaling, gets it up the line. Finds Davis instead. Now to Hotaling. Davis working hard for his team here, getting open on a lot of options. Davis sees Monaghan, and Monaghan reels it in. A great grab there from Monaghan, the Irish import for this one.
I just thought that one was just out of her reach, but
yeah, I had
stretched out.
Had my vision covered there on the sideline, couldn't quite get a look, and then Monaghan's reeled it in from behind a player. That's a great grab, 1-1.
Beauty.
Beautiful as we see once again. Davis here, something up, sees Monaghan streaming to the corner. Monaghan reaches out, and that's a strong left hand. She's a lefty, thankfully, using the strong hand for her.
Fingertips.
It's a great grab. She's fired up. Duffer on the board, 1-1. Have you had a chance to see these teams play either over the weekend or previously through the season, Nick?
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the Duff team. They've got a couple big boy receivers, and number 2 with the gloves there, loves to move it around, and yeah, just like a lot of experience on their team, and I wouldn't say really any one of those teams where it's kind of a bit frustrating because they don't really have any weak links or any lesser players. Definitely, they just seem to work through everyone, and everyone seems really comfortable and confident. So yeah, they work well in that regard. So I'm sure we'll see some of their deep play as well as working through everyone as the pool comes down here.
Yeah, we've seen Plummer sent that one down the field and just landing out for a brick. The very experienced Greenfield signals a brick. Greenfield has been all around the world playing Ultimate. He's been playing for about 800 years, I'm told. But just getting better with age. He is just one of those players you can absolutely... He's like a fine wine, Nick.
Oh, I was going to say a nice cheese. For
Nice
cheese.
cheese.
Wine works well.
Yeah, I think he's more of a wine man than a cheese man myself.
Sure.
But we see Stoddard here with the disc. Greenfield with Roxburgh on the mark. Plummer and Stoddard, again, a key matchup.
Nathan Innes, there, number 18, dishing up the field.
See a shot up the line. Barnes with the...
Yeah!
Oh! Barnes will be disappointed with that one. She got a hand to it.
Catch your D's.
And it is...
Oh, it could be a call here.
Oh.
Not sure if she was in or out, maybe.
Buna there with an opinion that the Newcastle player was not in, the Apple and Rhubarb Pie player. Bit of uncertainty on the field. Barnes signal goal. Buna's not happy with it. The Newcastle player doesn't appear to be too sure. Oh, as we see again, potentially we're calling it not a catch. It looks pretty in from our replay angle. So we see the shot again.
Rolls up in reverse.
Gets some safe hands there, puts the hands through it, and whoa, tell you what, I reckon she's held on to that for mine, and we see a goal call. No. We've got a call of not in by the look of it.
Yeah. We've got the game advisors here, luckily, so they've provided some guidance.
Absolutely. Game advisors doing their best for us. I'm sure we'll see Barnes putting some pressure on the mark here. Buna helping out up line. I reckon we'll see someone like a Stoddard. He'll want it.
Could, yeah. Maybe see if they dump swing score here. This is the way to go. There's the dump. No immediate swing.
Oh, that's well kept in there from Stoddard, and that's a goal to Apple and Rhubarb Pie.
Just squeezes this slight frame into the corner, and that's a goal.
It's a tight window, but he's found it, and his team will thank him for it for sure. Yeah, this Apple and Rhubarb Pie, they're an interesting one. They're a good team. They've got a lot of very strong players. Having, as we see the replay here once again, we see Stoddard calling forward men, and once again that touch from Barnes.
Oh, just need a bit more in that one.
She's played at the highest level, Barnes. She should do better than that. And then yeah, well judged there from the Newcastle player as well to be aware and ready. And we see once again this little up the line dish to Stoddard. Yeah, that's well kept in there from Stoddard, and Plummer also won't be too happy with that one beaten to the corner. As they say, don't get beaten to the corner.
Don't get beaten to the corner. It's a smart throw there. She's just put that out where the defender can't really get to it. And if anyone's going to get it, it's going to be Stoddard.
That's exactly it. And yeah, like we're saying, this Apple and Rhubarb Pie team, they're a strong lineup. The inside word from the other Newcastle team is that it's quote unquote all of Stoddard's friends. So look, we've decided that
he's got some good friends.
Got some good friends, all right, and yeah, they're looking real strong here this weekend. As we see, Hill signals his readiness for the pull. Oh, and then the trademark Hill grunt as the pull goes up.
Gives it an extra 5 meters.
Received by Perryman. Perryman to Cherlin. Cherlin going to be crucial for this Duff team. He's absolutely sent it straight away. Davis looks in a lot of space. That's a great throw and an excellent cut.
Yeah. And not sure what happened there in terms of defensively, but he was very open.
Yeah, looked like maybe a bit of a sort of a junk look from Apple and Rhubarb Pie there, but Davis exposing that, seeing the deep space, and Cherlin will be very happy to hit that one all day. Definitely an Australian ultimate, known as, in my opinion, the most likely to throw it to the end zone with any single time. he's happy to just put it out there. And yeah, they've got some
Why
good
not?
receivers on this Duff team. And
Makes for some lovely content on your stream.
yeah, they've been training very hard, the Duff team. Our my mixed ultimate club VLS. We've been training alongside them for most of this season, and they've got some great strategies. They've for a couple of years now been building a nice core group that have been sticking together,
Yep.
bringing in some stronger players where they can, and yeah, they're looking really good out here in the Division 2 mixed championships. They've come here to win, and for their sake, I hope they do. But I'm sure the Apple and Rhubarb Pie team they'll want to have something to say about that. They won't let them get away with this one too easy.
No doubt, no doubt. Thoughts on the gloves, Ash?
Look, I'm not for them, but Cherlin's been into them of recent times, and he can throw pretty well. So if he's happy with them, I'm happy with them.
Sure.
I'm never going to wear him in my life, but good on him for having a crack as we see Cherlin going up. Pull goes. It's low and flat, and that one is going out.
Gloves didn't help him there.
Yeah, a big point actually on that. Speaking of gloves, there,
Sure.
Nicholas Lally, is that Chris Hill on the Apple and Rhubarb Pie team.
Yep.
Known around Australian Ultimate as the foremost wearer of gloves. But we'll see here today. He's not on this point, but you'll see next point. Sans gloves. No gloves today. Will that be a factor?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the climate he thought today wasn't suiting it, or maybe just a simple mispack.
As we see a great hammer across there
Yeah,
from
it really
Stoddard.
opens up the field.
Back to Greenfield, and then we've got Hill and Greenfield dishing. Greenfield again through to Picalis. That's the lovely work there. Lovely hammer again across there to Hill. Hill to Greenfield. Greeny's there, safe hand, Stoddard. Dallywater, goal. That's easy. That's a great point there from Apple and Rhubarb Pie.
That's a bit of bread and butter ultimate right there.
Yeah, that's a proper well-baked pie, that one. They'll be happy with that offensive structure.
That is setting a good base foundation of the pie to put your filling in later in the game.
Absolutely. But as we see, great hammer there from Stoddard. Stoddard and Hill there working it up easy as you like.
Yeah.
Gino just dishing it to Greenfield. Greenfield, he's going to be open all day. Picalis, safe hands again. And Stoddard's going to hit this hammer just about now. It's again a beautiful shot across the field.
They look confident.
They do. Look, the conditions are well suited to playing for zone offense.
Yeah.
It's not too breezy. We've seen the last couple of days. It's been windy. It's been wet. It's been all sorts. But
yeah, a little bit.
for the final day, Nelson Bay has absolutely turned it on for us.
For sure, I think there's a good conditions for the players in terms of across each day. You know, you've had to whip out a different style of play. You know, the first day, you know, how do you play in the wet? It's rainy. It's a bit windy. Disc is slippery. Show us what you got. Second day, gusts of wind. It's a bit tricky. How can you play in the wind? And then today, you got your standard lack of wind and bright and shiny day. So really, you know, if you prefer the wind or you prefer no wind or whatever, it's happened over this tournament.
Well, Hill's taking advantage of the no win there. That's a huge
Yeah.
pull.
It's gone out the back, has it?
Yeah, it looks like it's landed out, that one, unfortunately. Brick signalled by Cherlin.
Jeez, yeah, he almost sent that one back down to Sydney.
As we see a bit of again, that sort of junky zone look here from the Apple and Rhubarb Pie team, looking to potentially try and shut down those options. Dangerous offensive line here from Duff, though. They've got some real weapons.
Sure
Davis
do.
has shown he's available in the end zone. Plummer, a huge body.
Yeah.
Lau as well. That's a great toe in there from Davis. Got Buhner on the far sideline.
Yeah, she was open. Hard shot to throw.
It's a great grab from Plummer. Davis happy to swing that one across with the hammer to Cherlin. The boys doing it for themselves so far. So we see Cherlin with an easy dish across to Davis. Pretty comfortable connection between those two. Started playing together this last season and they've looked good. Cherlin there swings it across to Plummer with a beautiful hammer. It's all overheads as we see Plummer fake the backhand. Will we see another overhead? Not quite. Dish to Cherlin. Has Buhner available in the back corner, doesn't want it. Lau as well up the line. Sees Davis. Davis is free. Gets it to Perryman. Perryman, the safe reset handler. She's got good hands, great throws, and then gets it to Plummer. Surveying the field. Nothing upfield. Looks to Cherlin. Taking his time. Gets the overhead to Perryman. Perryman again, lovely reset option. Dishing back to Cherlin. Cherlin finds Davis. A lot of pressure here from this zone defense, and that's a great shot up the line from Davis.
He just snuck around the corner there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's just managed to wheel around there, Cherlin, present a little bit behind the cup, and Davis will find him up the line. It's a great goal for Duff. Beautiful as you'll see here again. Some lovely fakes there from Perryman. A couple of great shots. Cherlin.
Yep, give and go, and then gets it back.
Yeah, Davis just works it around. Cherlin, free as you like.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of the Davis and Cherlin connection.
Yeah, they were working through that. Maybe you could see a bit of a assassination zone look, perhaps, to try and eliminate some of those. Maybe Cherlin in there seemed to be running that zone offense a little bit, but
absolutely,
we'll see.
Be interesting to see if Duff can unlock those female deep receivers as the game goes on.
Yep.
Buhner especially at that point looked very open on that far side. Cherlin's got the big hammer.
Yep.
He's happy to hit it, so I'm sure as this game goes on, if they get those unders and the Newcastle defense starts pushing in,
Kaboom.
we'll see Cherlin unleash the rocket.
Hopefully, as he's calling the line at the moment.
Once again, just a reminder, if you're at home, please feel free to comment in. There's the live chat. We're happy to take any advice on commentary. Also, if you've got some friends on this apple and rhubarb pie team and you know their number and you know their name, we've got names but we don't have numbers. If you could give us a hand with that, much appreciated, and we'll call their names as we go. So we see Greenfield here receiving the pull. Across to Stoddard here. She's been happy to hit that big hammer. Let's see if it comes off again. Big fakes, Barnes on the mark, a lot of pressure.
Ooh.
And yeah, well-forced turnover there from Duff as we see Hotaling at the back, dishing it to Lau early. Lau gets it to Roxburgh. Got Monahan streaming there, doesn't see it, sees Lau instead. Lau not quite on. Looking for a reset. Finds an absolutely great cut there from Roxburgh. Finds Monahan, and that's a great strike back from Duff. They get their break back, and we're on serve here.
Fantastic.
4 points to 3.
This is shaping up to be an absolutely exciting game, Ash. I am frothing more than the hot choco I hold in my hand.
Tell you what, I'm jealous of the hot chocolate, but I'm not jealous of that comment. That's a great fight back there from Duff. They've been showing the zone a couple of times here, but they've come in with a bit more of a matched look, bit of a poachy type look. Monahan getting her second goal for the game.
Yeah.
Could be a real weapon in the end zone. She's got safe hands and she's very quick. Also an absolutely delightful up the line cut from Roxburgh as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely roasting Dallywater. Dallywater, experienced player, has played under 23s for the Australian team. Just apologising to his team. That's rubbish defence. As we see now, Davis here got the disc in hand, ready to send up. Apple and Rhubarb Pie selecting to play the 4 men for this one. Tell you what, you look at either of these lines, Nick, and you try and find a weakness, and there just isn't one at the moment. We're in the semi-finals, and these are two very strong teams. That's a great pull there from Davis as well. Received by Hill, who gets it to Greenfield. Greenfield happy to hit that hammer over the top, and then great space and great reception by number 21.
Way to find a space.
Stoddard here with the disc now. Big threat upfield.
Stoddard in a lot of space on this sideline.
Yeah, Hill finds it.
Hit.
Got options upfield. Surveys it, doesn't want it. Finds it back to Hill, who's been safe so far. Greenfield as well. Up on it Pie. It's a great block there from Davis, but he's found a bit of the hand as well as a bit of the disc by the look of it, and we've got a foul call.
Greenfield's called the foul here.
Yep, fair enough, I think, on that one. Uncontested. As we've seen Duff fold out of their zone look here, now they're into just match defense.
Yep.
Great pressure on the mark here and on the dump. Oh, well done there from Hill.
Bail out up the line.
Plummer and Stoddard. Stoddard winning that one again. Oh, not quite. Winning it up the line, but not winning a goal. Oh, and then the cheeky over the top little pop there to Greenfield, and that's
couple jinks and he's open.
Yeah, Davis just going for the face mark on that one, hoping to just will a block.
Yeah.
Not quite there. Well cut from Greenfield. Well cut from Stoddard as well.
Greenfield playing with a determination on his face, as we see here on the replay.
Tell you what, that foot block is tight.
It looked like it came out.
It looked good, didn't it? Davis is not contested it though, so he felt he hit a bit of the hand, as we see Stoddard jumping from in the end zone to further in the end zone. Nope, not quite. Bringing it back. Davis here, pressure. Greenfield, experienced, knows where to go. Gets the dish from Stoddard, and yeah, another good goal there to the Apple and Rhubarb Pie team.
Yeah, Stoddard just showing a great turn of pace for a large man. He may be tall, but he's got the legs over 5 meters or so.
Also going to send out a massive apologies here on. I'm dishing out the wrong surname on Duff. I've been dishing out Davis. I don't know why. I'm wrong. It's Reed. Rubbish performance from myself. I apologise. I know his name, and I've just got it wrong for about 20 minutes now. It's all good.
That's right, I'm sure.
It's all right. It's the blonde hair, everyone. He's the UNSW Uni Games men's coach, Sean Reed. He's had to dye his hair blonde because the boys, they won the gold medal for him, and almost changing his surname on my behalf as well. But as we see, Hill with the pull.
That's all right. People on the internet are usually very forgiving, Ash. So
yeah, and I need it. I tell you what, that's great from Perriman there to Churlin.
Oh,
and Churlin sees both Hotaling and Monahan.
Lots of people.
Hill in the area. That's an unbelievable grab from Monahan, who sends it to Hotaling.
Oh, it's could have holstered it another second. He would have been in the end zone, but nonetheless, they move upfield.
And Monahan again. That's a huge point from Monahan. She's fired up. That's a great look from Churlin.
The big shouts from the Duff team.
Yeah,
she gets up between the two big boys and just says, "This one's mine."
Yeah, strong hands there from Monahan. That's a great grab. Yeah, you're right. The two big boys in the area, but she's come down with it. That's a bit of mixed ultimates at its finest.
Yeah.
As we see once again the shot up from Churlin. Hotaling, Hill, Monahan, all in the area. Monahan's in the spot. She's in the right area. She's looking for it. Hill goes early. Hotaling goes early. Monahan goes at the right time, and that's a fantastic grab. Hotaling was an option as well. Tell you what, you're right, though. Could have waited an extra second. He's pretty open for a goal, but Monahan wants it back, gets it. That's beautiful play from Monahan. That's three goals for her now. She's very fired up, as you can see. Once again, it's an incredible grab from Monahan.
And that could be a
bit on screen. Yeah, she's pretty tired, but she's absolutely fired up after that one, and fair enough.
They want to be in this final.
So we see Reed here now, raising his hand for the pull as Duff goes up. Great shot there from Reed once again. Centers to Greenfield. Greenfield been safe so far. Back to Hill. Got Greenfield. Newen on the mark. Just a little bit of safe options here from Newcastle so far as Greenfield finds Stoddard at the top. That's a great look. Stoddard's got options upfield. Decides not to take it. Gives it to Pokalis. Back to Stoddard. Back to Robbie.
Still going.
1-2s from the boys. Made plenty of meters there. Gets it across to Hill. Gina with a lovely around there to Pokalis. We've got Stoddard now. Duff have gone to match defense. Lovely frying there from Stoddard to Dallywater, and that's another great goal for Apple and Rhubarb. That's a easy work up the field. The releasing pass from Greenfield, the key on that point, I think.
Yeah, and then the two gentlemen in the middle just bouncing it off each other, making 20 or so meters.
Yeah,
no worries.
Those are easy meters there from the Apple and Rhubarb Pie crew. Very happy with that, and we've got a tied game here now, I think. 5 points all. All on serve so far. We had an early break. First point to Apple and Rhubarb Pie, but Duff got one back. We're now 5 all.
And it's anyone's game for the taking at the moment. We had, I thought Duff had definitely had a bit of momentum coming off that huge grab and the big goal in the last game, in the last point, sorry. But Newcastle not seem too flustered on that offensive look. Just happy to work it up. No worries for him.
Got a comment here on the YouTube channel, Nick Lely, and I think it's a fair call from Matthew Oswald, who's calling in from Sydney.
Yep.
Very interested to know about the Newcastle split teams here. They've got the 2 mixed teams here playing the semi-finals of Division 2, but also, I understand a couple of weeks ago, had their World Clubs mixed campaign selections. So they've come to the Division 2 mixed championships, and they're also looking to try and get to the World Clubs in Cincinnati next year. So big shout out for the Division 2 competition. That's huge that a team of this level obviously wants to be here, as we see Monaghan absolutely streaming. She's in acres of space.
Yeah, she was. Thought that would have gone, but
she's rocking hard, and she's got a huge under.
Yeah.
Oh, and just pot down there from Perryman. Monaghan will want to get a block here, get it back for her team. That's an unbelievable cut there from Hill. Hill finds slotted up the line, and that's
sits it out there with that little touch forehand there. Hard, tricky throw there, although short. Hard to get the right technique on that, but he does so expertly.
That's a break. Another break there to Apple Rhubarb Pie. They go up 6 points to 5.
Yeah.
To see the replay again. Stoddard picking up there from that quick turnover against Perryman. Gets up the line to Hill, who put a bit of shake and bake on his defender. Haven't got quite the wide angle, but Stoddard makes an unbelievable cut up the line, and that's easy as you like in the corner for a goal. She'll be happy with that. Seen a couple of different defensive looks here from both teams. Seen a bit of zone, bit of match. Duff have got a bit of it, looking like a bit of a transition set coming as well. Be interested to see what Newcastle send down here. The wind is completely died down.
Yeah, just a very slight breeze, but these throwers won't even notice it. They'll be ripping.
Stoddard calling his shots here. Got what you could refer to as maybe a bit of a younger line here on defense. Send a bit of few of the young speedsters out there.
For sure.
Young Ennis, he's an up-and-coming talent, and
yeah,
he's got a lot of wheels.
Yeah, he played 2016 Worlds for Australian Thunder. So, yes, he's been on the world stage, and he's bringing that experience here to Nelson Bay. As the pull comes down. It's a nice one from Stoddard.
Yeah, lovely left-handed shot there from Stoddard. Well received by Plummer. Cherlin looking to engage and move it early. Doesn't want Law. Finds Davis instead.
Oh.
Lovely throw there from Davis to Cherlin, who finds Barnes. Lau streaking deep. Happy to send it to Cherlin, who dishes across to Davis. That connection once again for Duff, proving beneficial. Plummer,
there it goes,
seeing Cherlin, and that's a great throw from Plummer, and Cherlin, easy as you like, 2 feet planted and catches that. He's already ripped his defender, and that's a great goal to Duff.
Yeah, he's got that speed. They put and Cherlin then calls the timeout for Duff.
Yeah, 6 points all. Not a bad call from Duff. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
I think if they're down a break here, if they want to get one back, as we see once again, well cut under there from Barnes. Barnes had Lau streaking, but did not want it. Safe centre back to Cherlin. And once again, Cherlin and Davis just, I think they've got the same brain connected as one. And
yeah.
Plummer's received plenty from Cherlin in his day, but giving one to Cherlin this time.
Yeah, nice look from Plummer, just really almost throwing him open there, just hitting that space.
Look, he's not a big man, Cherlin, but if you put it in his area, he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Once again, that's lovely work there from Barnes. And Cherlin, he's often racing after he throws that one. Get a bit of eye contact from his thrower, and away she goes. Lovely shot from Plummer. 6 all. Got a close contest here, Nick.
It is tight. I think offensively, both teams, they look really comfortable at this stage of the tournament. They've been playing together for the last couple of days. I think they've both hit their groove, and they're working their way going up the field.
Yeah, and I think in fair enough a contest too here as well. The Apple Rhubarb Pie, they're the second seed for this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
McDUFF, second place in Division 2 last year.
Yep.
2 very good teams here on display. Couple of teams who had the opportunity to select going to the Division 1 Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships, but opted for Division 2. Been training hard for this tournament all season. This is where they decided they wanted to perform their best, and
Yep.
both teams looking very strong.
This is it. This is the weekend. This is Nationals.
Can you see anything on either team that you think is going to make a quick difference before we get to half time here, Nick?
To be honest, I think it has to come. It has to come defensively. I think both of these teams on offense, they're doing fine. They're doing expertly. So yeah, maybe just a little brackety man or a little poachy man look. Could be. But yeah, we'll see what Duff throw down here. Match defense. Sorry, my mistake. But yeah, wouldn't mind seeing a strong match defense coming down from Duff here, just to put Newcastle back on their back foot a little bit, and see how they work up with it. As we see the pool about to be ripped down here by McDUFF.
I did, dude. Your parents are on the chat. They're just like, hey, can you change
A little stutter step before the pool, but works out all right. It'll just float down, and yep, it'll just land in beautifully, and a cheeky nutmeg on the receiver there, I believe. And that looks like a little.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
poachy. Three girls up front.
Well found through the middle there.
Playing a bit of a loose saggy on the handlers, but now looks like.
Yeah, you see them transition out of this one.
Yeah.
Yep, O'Tarling was Stoddart on the mark. That's a great shot from Stoddart.
Oh, and she's got someone's
wide open receiver, and that's
Newcastle just really exploiting that little transition period where the Duff players trying to find their matchups, and
couldn't quite get out of it quick enough there, Duff. They had him in the right spot. Often you want to transition out of those on the sideline, and they had them in the right place, but just couldn't quite find their matchups quick enough, and that's a tough one when you leave a wide open female receiver deep, and this Apple and Rhubarb Pie team, they're happy to hit that.
Yeah, they're going to take that all day.
Lovely little over the top there from Stoddart, and yeah, Buno coming in on that one. Probably could have set off a little longer, had to survey a bit of the field, but number 71, Ting for Apple and Rhubarb Pie. That's a great recognition that she's wide open. She's gone to the open side corner and got an easy goal for her team, 7-6.
Beautiful.
Important point here for both teams. Duff will want to respond and consolidate their offensive point. The Newcastle Apple and Rhubarb Pie, they'll want to take this one, get the break, take it into half. They're already up one break at the moment, having started on defense for this game. Let's see if they can take advantage and close this one out for half. Got a strong line out there again. Got what we can call the quick young line, I reckon.
Yep.
Hill with the pull.
The young whippersnappers. That pull has probably broken the sound barrier as it sails out the back, I believe.
Yeah, once again, Hill just unleashing too much of the fury. That's another brick out the back. That's tough to do. That's a big throw.
That's huge.
It's 80 metres on the fly, Nick. That's a long way to throw a bit of plastic.
It sure bloody is.
It's given Cherlin a bit of time to surveil, so they was playing match defense. I think you'll like a couple of his options upfield here, Cherlin. He's been happy to hit Reed as much as possible.
Yeah. Lau's
got to get involved. He's a favourite receiver normally.
Yeah.
And there he is.
He does so. Good call there by Ash, and initiating from Lau.
Great there from Lau.
Makes it, and then going perhaps.
Reed there, lovely option. Monahan with a beautiful turn and go, and then sees Lau, and oh, that is an unbelievable fake. Reed there, lovely movement there from Cherlin to Reed. Howe up the line, not quite there. Looking for Cherlin. Not too many options here. Oh, it's millimetres in it from the Newcastle defender, and Reed finding Cherlin just.
Squeezes it in that little piggy bank.
Yeah, that's a $1 coin in a 10-cent piece like that one.
Yeah, as we see here, Mark Isherwood on the sideline playing. He had been playing for the Newcastle team outfit, but unfortunately injured. One of the big loss for the Newcastle outfit.
Yeah,
I'm sure helping them to get
Mark
to.
Isherwood coming off the back of a campaign as a reserve on the Aussie Crocs, the
Yeah.
World Games Ultimate Team. But that's a huge loss for this team. He is a very experienced and very, very quality campaigner. Obviously, he's done something to the leg, and wow, that's a big change for this team. I was wondering where he was. Thought he might have just gone home to Sydney for the weekend.
Yeah.
Just popped up, played Friday, and I'm done.
Yep.
As we see once again the call from the Ulti.TV team of Galaxy Point. I'm dead set I'm not into it again, but I've been given the rev up that if I don't mention it, that I'm off the mic, which could be good for you viewers at home. This is a big one. Duff, they've got the space looking stream on their shirt. Maybe that could be a factor as we see Cherlin with the pull. It's coming back by the look of it. Yep, it's in.
Yeah,
great shot there.
In.
Newen on the mark of Greenfield. Stoddard on Barnes.
Yeah, just a bit of play,
Lau.
match defense, but
Big Picalis had an option. Tarling's seen a great.
He was.
Oh boy!
But a great drop off there, buddy. Little switch defensive look by.
Fantastic play
Newcastle
by Buna there. O'Tarling on Hill. Tough matchup for O'Tarling. Hill, very experienced campaigner. Cherlin, Stoddard.
Stoddard looks at that break side and finds it.
And then that is a goal.
And they'll take half.
Couple of smart switches from Duff, but not quite enough. Apple and Rhubarb Pie putting it in for 8-7.
I'm sure they do take half, but I'm sure Duff not too concerned. They're having not too much trouble on their offense either. Both teams, I think, backing themselves to come out with a win on this competition, and we'll see what the second half can bring. Maybe something a little bit different. Ash could sway the teams one way or another. What do you reckon?
Well, we'll see the replay here quickly. Just finding that easy as you like to his receiver. That's a great spot there from that female receiver, and well done to Apple Rhubarb Pie. Yeah, look, I don't know. It's interesting. It's only a couple of breaks here. 2 breaks to the Newcastle Apple Rhubarb Pie, and 1 break to Duff, who got it back to the middle of that first half.
Yep.
It does look easier on offense for both teams. You're right, Nick. The Newcastle team are looking very strong. They've not turned it over too many times. Only a couple of forced turnovers from Duff. They've thrown a couple of different looks at him as well, Duff. They've thrown the transition. They've played a bit of just regular match defense. They've played a bit of a zone. Newcastle have responded well to all of those. So
definitely.
I'm sure in the circle now, Duff are chatting about what else they've got. They've probably got a few more in the playbook. As you on the screen will see a few more highlights from that first half. Some great play so far today, as we've said.
Yeah.
Conditions are absolutely ideal.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a bit more of just a hard match look, and backing Duff's athleticism, because they are across the board a pretty athletic team, to get under any deep options perhaps. Maybe just really trying to pressure those unders. I know they've got they got Lau, who's a member of the under-22s mixed lockout team that yourself will be coaching, Ash, and I've seen him get horizontal about shoulder height a couple of times, so he could be one to generate a block or two and really turn this momentum around.
It's very true. Lau's happy to leave the feet, and we haven't really seen a lot of Lau so far this game. He's been very influential in some previous games from what I've been watching, so he could be a big factor. Keep it similar as well. I've also got Tracy Howe on that Duff team. She's been a very experienced, influential campaigner through this season. She's the captain. See if she can lead from the front in this second half. But yeah, just a little bit more pressure for mine on defense. I think you're right. I think that sending maybe a really strong match defense, just sitting on that hip and see if they can try and get a block on the unders. Maybe make the Newcastle team try and send it. I mean, they're going to be happy to put it to the end zone, but I think you've just got to try and back your defenders to win those contests.
It could be an opportunity for some blocks there, definitely.
I agree. In terms of the Newcastle Apple and Rhubarb Pie team, I think they've just got to consolidate what they've been doing. They're playing lovely offense, and I think their defense is doing enough to create a bit of havoc. They've come close a couple of times. You saw the last Duff point. They only snuck that one from Reed to Cherlin. It just weaseled its way over the defender's hand. So for mine, Newcastle look like they're a little on top. It's only 1 on the board, but could be a few more in my opinion, as the second half rolls on.
Definitely, definitely. Well, it will be Newcastle coming out on offense in the second half.
Yes, yep, absolutely. Let's start on defense. They'll come out on O. Once again, if you're at home and you're watching the stream, we've got the live chat available. Please feel free to send in any comments or questions. We'll do our best to answer. Got a question here from Gus McDonald, who's writing in. Is Ines on the Pie Wagon team? The answer is yes. Yes, Gus, he is. He's having a good game so far. He's been playing a bit of defense and he's looking strong out there.
Yeah, he's a lefty, and he's developed his throws over the last year or two, and he's got him in his tool belt. Not just a young receiver, but can put them. So we'll see, or maybe he'll leave it to some of the more experienced throwers. But nonetheless, I'd love to see him get involved a bit more.
Yeah, I think the young players on this Apple Rhubarb Pie team are the key. Actually, the experienced campaigners. We've got Stoddard ×2, Hill ×2. Plenty of experience under the belt of those players. They know how to get it done. Obviously, Greenfield as well. Greenfield's been solid, if not quiet for mine. But these younger players, maybe the less experienced ones in the Newcastle team, they're the ones that have to stand up now. Semi-final of the National Championships, it's the time to go and get a block for your team or make sure of it. We've seen a couple of them really take advantage. Like, for example, right here with that lovely cut from the receiver. She was wide open as well.
Yeah, an opportunity to create a name on the national scene, national stage for any young players. We hear the shouts from the neighbouring fields of the other semi-final going on here between the Pie Wagon, the other Newcastle outfit, and the
Tom Cruise Pact.
Tom Cruise Pact.
Yeah, I think we've universally voted the worst jersey in Australian Ultimate, but they're in the semi-final and they're going well by the look of it. We'll see if we can get a score update for you at home. Just looking for a scoreboard. We've got a very close game over there. It's 7-6 to... Not sure. (7-6) to the Pie Wagon team, the other Newcastle team in the other semi-final. So a couple of really close contests here in Nelson Bay. A Melbourne team and a Sydney team trying to stop the local Newcastle teams from taking it to the grand final. We see Duff here on defense now. Plummer with the disc. He's been pulling well so far. Interesting to see Cherlin not pulling. Normally happy just to send him down. Important point here for Condra, Howe and Barnes, I think. I think the ladies on Duff have to take a stand and dominate this game. It's a great pull from Plummer though. He's taking the hands off Cherlin and he's done well. Well received by Stoddard to Greenfield. Greenfield to Hill.
So receive a long pump fakes.
Bit of a poachy look here from the Duff team. That's a great swing across to Stoddard from Greenfield. She's got plenty of time and she hits her receiver in the middle.
Yeah, looks they're just playing. I think they might be. I haven't heard a transition call yet, but they're still playing this kind of saggy look as Stoddard hits the far field.
That's a great.
And then a shot straight through the middle.
Lau.
And there was Lau bidding, as we said earlier.
As we asked for, but he's just come short, and that's a great grab. Strong hands from the Newcastle player.
To be able to fly like that, Ash, I would. Oof.
Don't need a passport when you can jump like that, mate. That's an unbelievable bid from Lau. He's come close, but just short for his team and consolidating on offense from a Newcastle team straight away. There's great release pass here from Stoddard across the field and good hands on the low one from Hill. So we see it just sit. Lau having a go. That's a huge bid.
He's close.
Oh, he's just come up short. It's a huge effort there from Lau. That's an incredible athletic feat to do that. But yeah, strong hands from the Newcastle receiver as well. Confident to take that grab and well done to her.
And all of a sudden, Newcastle 2 up.
Yeah, we see that break from the first half now coming to fruition. 2-point advantage. Pressure's on Duff now. They've got to start holding these offenses and they've got to get a block. If this game trades for the rest of it, it's going to be game to Newcastle. So let's see what Duff can do here on offense.
Certainly.
Stoddard calling his truce, signalling his readiness. Great pull again from Stoddard. We've seen some excellent pulls in this game so far.
Yep.
Received by Roxburgh to Cherlin. Dishing back to Roxburgh. Pressure on Davis from Stoddard. Excellent defense there.
Yeah.
Perryman finds Monahan, who's having some game. Who finds Reed.
Toes the line well. Stoddard puts on the mark and then boosts it.
Reed sends it.
Just too much
Just
on that one.
a bit too much, yeah, a bit too much.
Oh, and really not what Duff wanted there. Really needed a nice, calm, offensive look to punch that one in, and now Newcastle have a chance to go 3 up.
Yeah, it's not a bad look there from Reed, but just couldn't quite hit it to his receiver, the big boy Hotaling going deep. Could be a little of the peroxide in the brain, a little bit of rush of blood, but let's see if Duff can get it back now. As we see, it looks like we've got a little bit of that sort of poachy defensive look here from Duff.
Just someone in the lane trying to stop that big.
Just for the first pass, it seems. Hotaling and Dallywater, couple of big receivers on each other, and we've got Hill and Perryman.
Dallywater looks like he's been backed here. Not wanting him to go deep at all.
Lovely under from Stoddard.
And then he exploits that under space.
Great grab there from Dallywater. Oh, Cherlin with the run-through block on Pukalis. He's small man on big man. Not a lot of options here for Cherlin. Gets it to Hotaling. He finds Reed. Reed finds Roxburgh with the great layout bid.
Innes on the mark here.
Finds Reed. Reed gets it across to Hotaling there.
To the other side of the field.
To Cherlin. Love to see the Duff team unlock their female receivers here. Monahan, Kong especially. Kong had a quiet game so far. She's a young athlete. She should be free in the end zone at all times, in my opinion.
Yeah. Really just working through their male handlers, but you're certainly right there, Ash. There could be some space downfield.
Tarling dishes here to Cherlin. Cherlin surveying, finds Reed again. Said those two names a fair few times this game. Lovely dish from Reed to Cherlin, and Cherlin sees Hotaling, but just a little bit of hesitation on the cut from Hotaling, and
just forces it.
Can't reel it in.
He's frustrated. The hat's off.
Pressure again there from the Apple and Rhubarb Pie defense.
Hat's back on.
The Duff sideline. It looks nervous. This is a huge point in the context of this game. Kong offering the outside shot to her player if she wants it. Great mark there from Cherlin, but Stoddard gets it up the line. Innes is off.
Oh,
unbelievable grab there from Pukalis.
Oh, he gives him the high eyes. He's looking to send it, but we've got a pick. Well signalled by the game advisors. Coming in on 1, I believe. There's the shouts from the neighbouring semi-final. Ring through the microphone.
Yeah, still 7-6 there next door. Got Stoddard here with the disc in hand.
Oh,
sends it straight away to
it.
Innes.
Innes is underneath it.
Roxburgh and Innes.
Fading back.
That's
and he makes
an incredible grab from Innes. Finds Pukalis. Pukalis dishes, and that's another break to Apple and Rhubarb Pie. Greenfield's happy on the sideline. He's thrown away the hat as we have a call.
Pick called.
Pick called.
Being signalled by the game advisors.
Greenfield on the sideline here, collecting the hat. Not ready to celebrate yet.
Gone a bit early. Not sure on who.
Not sure if that hat's been around since the 60s. It looks pretty old.
That hat's probably older than me.
Don't doubt it, Nick. I don't doubt it at all. So see Pukalis
maybe
here.
just a pick on the end zone receiver for Newcastle.
I think that's the right call, Nick. Let's see what happens with Duff here. They need to get a block. Their team needs it.
Stoddard comes streaming in.
Stoddard has the advantage over Cherlin.
Looks
Cherlin,
to the
low
break
hands.
side.
And there it is. Apple Rhubarb Pie makes sure of it, and Greenfield doesn't quite throw the hat off this one, but he's happy. They go up now 9 points to 6. That's 2 breaks to the Newcastle team.
Yeah, and as we were saying, Ash, the national stage on a live stream, an opportunity for a young player like Nathan Innes to put his name on the national stage, and he does so with a great sky and grab. How's that, Gus McDonald? Eat your heart out.
As we see it once again on the replay, Innes and Roxburgh, half his age, twice his vertical leap. Look at that.
Yeah,
Gets
well
the
read.
big left mid up there. That's a great grab from Innes. A young player on the rise in the Newcastle scene.
He's on the rise for that one.
Happy with that one, Nick. Tell you what, that's good.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, great grab there from Nathan Innes.
He's happy.
He's left his mark on this game, that's for sure. Got the facial hair of a 12-year-old, but good grab from him. Duff have to hold this one for mine, Nick. It's almost
a 4-0 deficit in this semi. It's unbelievably hard to come back from.
Yeah, this Apple and Rhubarb Pie offense especially is looking very safe. So
yeah,
Duff just have to get him in from here.
And hopefully you see it happen with these kind of points. Duff know in their heads they need to put it in. So then you get some dodgy options, maybe trying to force it into the end zone. But hopefully with some of their experienced throwers, and but as you say, Ash, they haven't been working through their girls too much.
Could be time for someone like Condra to have a good one as Plummer gets it to Reed. Cherlin streaking in, and we see Buna with a great under. Doesn't want Cherlin, yep, then finds it. Reed's off. Cherlin, absolute fire hammer.
Oh,
that's a great grab from Barnes. Safe hands.
Good pressure from the defender there.
He does have great hands there, Barnes, and then finds Reed. Not a lot happening upfield here for Duff. God, they haven't got a lot of options.
Ooh.
Finds Condra. That's a great release from Condra to Plummer.
I'll make sure of that one.
Yep.
Like hitting the deck. Shapes for the hammer.
And he finds Cherlin.
It in.
Oh, that's a great grab from Cherlin.
Jeez.
Big player on the big stage,
Yeah.
and that's a tight window to put in from Plummer, but he's made sure of it, Cherlin.
His receiver, that one.
Just see the replay here again. Well done from Condra. Said she might make a mark on this point. She's released her team. Plummer made sure of it there. Probably not needed, but he'll be happy with it all the same. And he's had eyes for Cherlin from about stalled -3. And yeah, finds Cherlin. That's well done there from Cherlin as well. He's done well to keep that in. That's a tough grab. Could be those gloves coming in handy there, Nick. Extra bit of tack on the hands.
Could be. And there we go. Good for the neutral and for Duff supporters.
Once again, another angle. That's that big hammer. This pressure on this Newcastle defender. That's a great grab from Barnes.
I think Barnes thought she lost that one, and her legs came in to save her.
Yeah, she's a very experienced player, Barnes. Played on the Australian Women's Masters team last campaign. Has played at the highest level. She's a big player for this Duff team. Would be, I think, someone like a Barnes or a Buna or Tracy Howe. They're the ones that are going to step up for Duff if they get a comeback here.
Yeah, they did work through their girls a bit better at that point.
Absolutely, as we see Reed here with the pull. Another great pull in these safe conditions, but I might have called it a bit early. Yep, I've done it. It's a brick.
And the clap, contentious.
Yeah, look, we're just going to go to the rules book here quickly, Nick Lally, just to confirm that the clap has been admonished.
Yep, I've got my rules dictionary open on my lap.
Yeah, unfortunately, the brick signal is 1 hand above your head. It doesn't say clap anywhere. Unsure about the clap myself, but Hill's happy with it, and he's going to take the brick regardless. We see Newen on the mark.
Yeah, and again, this kind of saggy look to stop the huck, but he boosts it anyways.
Barnes
a bit of a
Stoddard.
mismatch downfield.
Oh, great pressure there from Barnes, but
not much more Barnes could have done there.
That's really
Duff kind of looking at each other, saying, "How's this happened?"
Yeah, that's in the context of this game. A 1-pass offense from the Newcastle team. That's a bit too easy.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, they were playing the a saggy kind of defense at the front to try and pressure in those lanes to stop that exact shot, but Hill decides to boost it anyways.
Good pressure from Barnes though. She's come close.
The deficit back to 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not what they wanted there, Duff, that's for sure. But this Apple and Rhubarb Pie squad, they'll be very happy to just get it from Hill to give it to Stoddard in the end zone. Very strong receiver. I think once again, Nick, the key for this Duff team is that they've got to get Monahan especially. She's had a huge game.
Yep.
Got to get her involved once again. She's made some great cuts. The strong left hand's been involved on at least 3 goals. Howe as well. Love to see a bit more from Tracy Howe. Great player. See Greenfield here with the pull. Offside signal by the game advisors. Duff don't want it. Happy to collect.
Very cool.
Got Monahan streaming here again. Might go. Easy reset there. Hotaling finds Howe. Safe hands from Howe to Monahan. Lovely under there from Monahan. Up the line. Always a bit of time.
It in.
Great cut from Hotaling though. Way to back it. We've got Cherlin streaming deep.
Shapes to
Not a lot of options, but
long.
Perryman offers the around and taken by Hotaling. Great hand. About to call it a bit early. Great hands from Monahan, but she's just spilled her lollies a little bit.
Yeah, I just think in the fall there, lost a bit of balance and
Need a block, Duff here. Absolutely must get a block. This is do or die for mine, Nick.
yeah, it's tight. Could be initiating break throw to Daly Water.
Great
and
first
fakes
pass.
it. He's got the open side wide open, but no one there.
Released by McKee, the left-handed McKee. They've got a few of them on this team.
Yeah, can't open different angles on the field.
Gets it across to Gina. She's been safe with the disc. Got Greenfield going up the line. Plummer a bit too slow to react. Greenfield quick on his legs. Looking for an over-the-top arc into Daly Water. It's coming, and there it is.
Oh.
And Greenfield finds it to Daly Water, and that's in for another break to the Newcastle Apple and Rhubarb Pie team. They go up another one. You can see great cut there from Greenfield. You can see a couple of seconds in, he eyes off Daly Water. He's just asking for him to get open. You're really tall. Got a mismatch in the height. There it is. Just go over there. I'm going to put it to you.
Just telling him where he wants him.
Great bid from Cherlin there,
Works
but well received from Daly Water. And yeah, what's that? We've got a 12 points to 8 now, Nick. It is a long road back for Duff, that's for sure.
Stranger things have happened, but
It's true. We've seen some big comebacks in this game. We saw one in the quarterfinals of the team behind us, the Tom Cruise Pact. They were down 8 points to 3 at halftime.
yep.
Won a universe point game, 12 points to 11. So you never know at this level. Some good players on these teams. It just takes one big play from your defense to get one.
And it's a great day for it. If you're in the area, come on down. Come and catch some bit of finals action. There's markets next door. Go check out the Lighthouse. Come see some high-level ultimate. As we see Duff will try and claw their way back into this one, pass by pass.
Great pull there from Stoddard once again, as we see Duff this time Cherlin off for one. He's a big player for a big moment. This is a huge call.
Yeah.
Reed spins it around to Roxburgh.
Ends up losing quite a bit of yardage
I don't
on
mind
there.
that. Conjure it, safe hands across to Long. Long had some big moments in the Division 2 final last year. Let's see if he can produce for his team now. Roxburgh sees the lovely hammer across the top to Plummer, who finds Long. Safe hands from Long to Plummer. Plummer puts it up to Buhner, and that's well read there from Stoddard.
So maybe he just had a bit of momentum coming up the sideline there, and he saw a receiver and he hit it, but Stoddard was all over it.
It's a veteran play here from Stoddard as well. He's not touched that one.
Yeah.
He's given it the old feign hit, but he's not made contact, which means he gets to bring it up from where the disc went out, as opposed to if he touched it, it would be back about 20 metres. So
which is the nuances in veterans like these people games. That's impressive.
Some great game sense there from Stoddard. Long on the mark. Gets it across to Stoddard, and he's
straight to
bit extra spice on that one.
A gift for Duff here, really.
Great from Lung there. Good release. Got Barnes going deep. Got to find that for mine. Great there from Reed. Lovely throw. Buna, safe reset option if it's available. Gets it across to Condra. Condra with a lovely swing across to Roxburgh. Reed again. A lot of disc going through Reed hands here at this point. Sees the inside. Condra doesn't take it though. Not a lot of space here. Lovely movement from Reed though. Yeah, he's every second disc here at the moment, Reed. He's been busy. That's a fantastic
look to the
outlet pass from Roxburgh to Plummer.
Trying to squeeze in
Gonna
that
push
corner.
it in. Oh, do we have a foul call? It's a tight one there. I think the Duff sideline, they'll want him to send it to the middle and reset start again. Let's see if Plummer can make the play here. Condra's in the dump space. Does it? Has it?
Yeah,
doesn't need it.
Just flips it in front of him. They needed that one for any hope. They needed that one.
Yeah, only a couple of rotations on that disc, but that's all it needed.
Yeah.
Well cut from Buna, and that's a pressure valve release a little bit there for Duff. It was getting a bit tense for them. So we see replay on your screen once again. Plummer seeing Buna, that first, there's the foul, and yep, fair enough. That's a lot of arm-to-arm contact. Take two, very similar option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Buna on both of those cuts as well. So Plummer had a favoured option. So we've got a timeout call here as well on field.
Yeah, was this called by, I assume?
I believe by Duff. Yeah, I think
by Duff, sure.
I think that's the correct call from Duff. If Fapple and Rhubarb Pie have called the timeout here, I'm unsure about it, but I think it's been Duff's call. Just maybe chance to collect their thoughts, have a bit of a chat about their defense, see if there's anything more they can do. They need a block. It's as simple as that. They need a block. They need to put this block in for a break if they any hope to come back here. It's tense though. Game advisors Monty and Baker over there on the other side as well, having a chat about the game. Haven't really been required so far. We've been pretty light on calls. Always good to see players being able to resolve their own calls.
Yeah, it's just really the brief the game advisors will give you. They'll say we don't really want to be involved at all. If you guys can sort it out most of the time yourself, that is preferable.
Yeah, I think
the cheers go up and we'll be back in here.
Two experienced teams here though, very well-spirited clubs. I think that they're happy to benefit from the game advisors being here, but as we've seen so far, not really required, which is good to see from both teams.
Do you think they'll throw down a zoney? They've been playing a bit of a saggy kind of defense.
Look, it's hard.
Yeah, sure.
This is a strong line here from from Apple and Rhubarb Pie. They've really sent out the big guns. Got Stoddard _2 again, Hill ×2 with Greenfield, and they're two female receivers, which I don't know the name of unfortunately, but second from the right on your screen. As we see Duff here, Cherlin signalling his readiness.
Cherlin will be back out there.
Let's see what he can get up to here. Kong for mine, I think. Sam Kong, I think she's the one to get a block for Duff in this point.
Sure.
Alfred Lau as well. Two young players. They're the kind of ones. This is the time to make this take their chance. Condra on Stoddard here.
Yeah, we do see a bit of a kind of sag against this.
Condra. Oh, it's a tight window. That's an absolute fire through the middle there from Stoddard. It's got the give and go to Hill. Newen there recovering well. Back across to Hill, now to Stoddard. They've held the zone look by the look of it here, Duff. I don't know about that. Had a chance to transition out.
Yeah, well, I think they're just sitting their players off in this horizontal look.
Oh, Lau had a chance there for mine. And then Greenfield, lovely around. Veteran play there from Greenfield, stepping across the much younger and inexperienced Lau.
It's just a couple of these throwers behind the disc in for Newcastle. Just such experience, have no troubles. We see the replay again here. That one just sneaks it through up to Hill. Or
Yep, got Greenfield there with the disc.
Greenfield,
Lau on
my
and
mistake.
just not quite around enough there from Lau. Gives away the break, and Barnes is in the area but can't quite close that ground. And another important hole there for Newcastle apple and rhubarb pie. So see, just updating as well the score behind us. Appears as though the scoreboard, there it is, 10 points to 8. Pie Wagon second slice. The other Newcastle team look like they're up at the moment as well. Could be heading towards an all Newcastle final.
Yeah, a bit of a Newcastle derby for the final.
The local teams, look, they'll want that, but I think that both Duff and the Tom Cruise pact, if they've a bit of time left in these games still, both teams will want to have a say. Alyssa Condor on the sideline saying there's still plenty of time left. Great shot there from Stoddart once again. Well received by Plummer. To the main man, Churlin. Got Perryman on, doesn't want it. Finds Reed instead. Gets it to Monahan. Great around there from Monahan. Perryman now. Experienced Perryman. Finds Reed. Reed to Long. Got Howe and Monahan cutting hard upfield. Finds Churlin instead on a great dump shot. Got Plummer streaming across to the sideline as we see a timeout from Churlin.
Yeah, I guess just wanting to punch this one in. They're
Yeah,
near the end zone,
really. Look, Nick Kelly, I'm sure you know my thoughts on midpoint timeouts.
Yes, we've been well voiced, I'm sure.
I'm not into them.
Yeah,
but
I tend to agree with you, Ash. I think just calming down and being able to look for the right option is definitely something you can do without a timeout. But nonetheless, he's called it, and we'll see if it'll pay off for them. They'll probably set up a bit of a end zone structure, maybe an isolation or something of the like, maybe the old Moses play. But
yeah, look,
we'll have to see.
Duff do have some strategies. I've seen them draw at least 3 or 4 different end zone plays, so could be an opportunity for them to just get out into their structure, maybe look to isolate someone like a Monahan, potentially Sean Reed. He's had a big game as well.
Yeah, he's been zipping and zapping all over the field.
Yeah, or as always is the favoured target of Churlin, Andrew Plummer.
Yep.
Doesn't mind sending it to the big boy, maybe for an overhead. So once again, I think I'd love to see someone like a Tracy Howe. Could be her time. Just running out of what appears to be a vertical looking stack. Could be an isolation for Lung potentially.
Yeah.
So we see it tapped in from Dallywater. Got Reed.
They'll run him up the line, but he's not open. That's the old chisel or drag cut.
Yeah.
And Dallywater's going. I'd put that if I was him, but
McKee holds on instead.
Yeah.
McKee looking to hit Dallywater.
Comes under, but Churlin.
Huge bid from Churlin.
Almost baits that
Got
one.
Plummer going. McKee safe hands here as the hooter goes behind us. And we've got an instant timeout call from Stoddart.
Another interesting call.
Look,
Ash.
I'll be honest, I hate this one less than the other one. This is a massive point in the context of this game. What do we got a score of 12-9? I think we are here at the moment. 12-8.
That's it. 13-9.
13-9. Oh man, 14-9 that's a big. That's 6 in a row to win it. As we see, we'll see the bid here from Churlin, I think, in front of Stoddart. Here he comes. Oh, in front of Dallywater, my apologies. I reckon he got a piece of it too. Strong hands from Dallywater.
It's tough. Maybe you need to, let the glove off the finger a little bit just to extend his
give
hand.
it a couple extra millimetres. It always helps. McKee got it to his man Stoddart, and Stoddart calling the veteran timeout as you were. Look, the best way to prove that you're an elite team is to is to convert these midpoint timeouts.
Yeah,
80% of the time they don't work. Can Apple Rhubarb Pie be the 20%? We've seen Duff. They've just fallen short on that inside shot to Reed. As we see Reed here with the blonde peroxide locks. It's not a good look. That much I can tell you. See if we can get him a block here with a bit extra peroxide. Great movement there from McKee upfield. Stoddard sees Picalis. Dallywater's got Stoddard going, and Stoddard boosts it. Plummer as well in the area to help out if he can. That's a huge grab from Stoddard.
Over the top.
Very happy with that. I've seen him eat a few discs for a spike before. He's fired up. That's about as excited as Chris Stoddard will ever get, but he's happy about it. This is a huge grab from Stoddard. I'm sure we'll get a replay soon. The punters at home absolutely want to see that one again. That's a massive grab from the man from Newcastle, and here we go. McKee gets it across to Dallywater. And another, whoop, we've seen the other one. That's all right, here we go again. It's Dallywater again, disc in hand, and that's an absolute hospital pass.
Sends it a bit higher than he wanted.
4 Duff players in the area, 1 Stoddard. Big lefty, as he's known. And that's why I reckon that's a huge grab in the context of this game. To send his team up 14 points to 9.
Gets up big and he takes that one. Jeez, it's got to be about 20 foot in the air, that one.
Geez, we've got some tight contests here across the board at Nelson Bay. 14-9 here, though. The Apple and Rhubarb Pie, they'll want to finish it now. They've gone to their strong line, though. Got a few of their taller boys off. Dallywater on the sideline. I would have kept him on. He had a big point last point.
Yeah, he did. Maybe they're looking at more of their defensive-orientated players.
Stoddard on the sideline as well. The female Stoddard. This is could have been the time to send out the big line, but here we go.
He's good. Good adjustment on that pull there by Hill. Hasn't sent it out the back this time.
Good there from Perryman. Perryman looking for Reed. Can't hit it. Goes to Barnes instead. Doesn't make the connection. This could be the chance. This could be the finish that Apple and Rhubarb Pie want.
Could be the game here. Might call a timeout here.
John Greeny won't do it. He won't do it to me. He knows too well the stats. Greenfield throws the around break instead. Lovely option there. Gets it to Gina. Gina to Chris Hill. Huge bid from Lau. Gets up and stops the around pass, thankfully. Greenfield getting busy. Hill looks him off. Doesn't want it anymore. Just great pressure on the mark.
that inside snap. Just a bit too much on there. And just misses his target.
I think we've got to see Lau go deep here. Lau's got to be the man for mine. They've left him open.
It's not coming.
Reed gets it around. Roxburgh with the disc now. We're on the sideline with Buna.
Yeah,
Lau's got to get out of that space quicker.
Deep space is being
Roxburgh noodling around a little bit. Could go up here. Through the middle. Perriman safe hands.
Surely the Lau. He's just hesitating on his deep cuts there.
As we see Reed
they're working
here now.
the unders really well.
Barnes, Reed with the head. Barnes with the head face. Gets to Roxburgh. Sees Reed.
Beauty.
Sees a goal. Great shot from Roxburgh. Well cut from Reed. They're still in it, Duff. He's happy about it, Sean Reed. There he goes. Shooting the 3. Probably got nothing.
Buckets.
Here we go once again.
I think we'll see Lau's bid on this one.
Oh, yeah. Have a go at it, ladies and gentlemen at home. Tell you what, he's had a crack at a few. He's not got one yet, but I'd be putting him on the next point. He should be playing.
Can't fault the effort.
He's diving all around the show. I'd get him on the field. He's the man you want on to get a block for mine. As we see, look, the Duff have sent out a pretty strong defensive line here, though.
Yeah.
They've done well. They're keeping both
4-point deficit.
Lau and Howe off the field. That's huge news. But we've got Condra, Nguyen, Churlin, Plummer, Long, Buna, Barnes as well. That's a strong 7. But tell you what, this Apple and Rhubarb Pie, that's a good 7 as well, and they've shown it so far this game. This team's been playing together very well. Plummer with the pull. Let's see what they can do. Duff need a block to stay in it. Apple and Rhubarb Pie score this one. It's game.
It's a bit of a side kind of stacked. They've isolated Stoddard in the open space.
Oh, the Newen and Stoddard matchup favours Newcastle, but we've seen him fade off. It's a bit of a junk look still. They're trying to create a little bit of havoc upfield. Cherlin in the area.
Seems to be stopping Newcastle for the time being.
Oh, Cherlin
Cherlin gets a hand on
comes
that.
up big. He's had a couple on Dallywater, and there it is. A chance for Duff here now.
Dallywater telling him exactly where it went out.
Buna, great cut under. Cherlin wheeling and dealing around.
He wants it back, but he's kind of clogging that space a little bit.
Oh, Newen.
He could have caught it out.
Unsure. Looks like he's been called in by the Newcastle player.
Foul call.
Foul call.
Uncontested foul. And
Very
we're back
good.
in. Oh, Stoddard. Oh.
Oh. Got a potential discussion here from the boys.
Stoddard showed some unbelievable speed to
Yeah,
get a bit on that one.
It down quick, but tell you what, Long's good horizontally. Like I said last year in the Div 2 final. Once again,
Go
Long.
to the replay. Oh, Stoddard's just got the speed on him.
Oh,
I
man.
don't see much contact there, to be honest, Ash.
I don't know. I think that left hand might
Could have
have nicked him.
Yeah.
It looks like we're seeing a uncontested foul. Nope. Some hand signals from the players on the field would be nice. Looks like a contested foul.
Yeah, going
Oh.
back.
And he's absolutely pinned Newen on the back.
A bit of friendly fire.
If you're Duff, though, I tell you what, you don't mind a contested foul here. They lost 30 metres on that pass. That's not the worst result, but we'll be on a high score count situation, and that's for sure. A lot of pressure on Newen here. Got to find a player. Greenfield on the mark will want to get a block for his team. Newen looks for Cherlin. Cherlin gets it. We're back to where we started the foul. Newen on his bike now deep. That's a spicy look from Cherlin. That's a great grab from Long.
Hands,
That flew out of the hands. Cherlin there gets the reset. Looking for Condra. Doesn't have it.
He's got the big frame of Dallywater on his mark.
Got a foul call. Just nicked the foot there of Dallywater. Cherlin. Responsibility of the marker to not make contact. Cherlin calls the foul. Back in on 0. Got a full 10 seconds here, Duff. What will they do with it? They find Barnes. Barnes finds Plummer. Plummer's going to want the corner. Doesn't see it. Sees Cherlin instead. Plummer.
There it is.
In the corner. One back for Duff.
14-11.
Tell you what, it's the road's a little shorter than what it was, but
Sure is.
why everyone counts from now.
Yeah, well, that defensive pressure seemed to
As we see once
generate
again,
the block.
there's this contest, Stoddard and Long. Couple of great bits from both boys. Stoddard went really early. He made
striding.
long meters.
It's the big frame, horizontal. Ugh.
Oh, it's a huge contest from both of the men there. Lovely again. Huge contest. It is do or die at the moment for both teams just about. So you understand why both want it, and Plummer toes the line. Keeps it in for his team.
Keeps the dream alive.
Oh, we've got what we asked for, Nick Lally. We've got Alfred Lau back out on the field. This could be the man to get a block for his team.
He's been throwing himself all over the place.
Yeah,
hopefully he
McDuff.
just gets a hand on one, maybe.
As you know, at home, they need every single block here now. If they don't score, they don't win. Apple and Rhubarb Pie, this is a very strong offensive line. They've sent all the big guns out there.
I believe the word from the other semi-final is that Newcastle Pie Wagon has made it through to the final, so the winner of this game will be facing them.
For the punters at home, I hope we get a bit more action here. So we see they've got that junk look out again, Duff. It's It's a bold strategy to bring it out on your do or die points, but it worked for him last point. It's a great look through the middle from Stoddard.
In the middle there.
Across to Hill. Hill gets it back to Greenfield. Greenfield across to the female version of Stoddard. She's got that inside flick coming out, a real treat in this point. She's been finding him down.
Too much space in the middle there, make it a bit easier.
Oh,
That one's a bit low, but
just well handled by Gina. Gina finds it.
Oh,
not quite to Ennis. Oh,
and
Duff have another chance.
There's the turn.
It's the right look there from Gina. She's just put a bit too much on it, and the young Ennis couldn't quite reel it in. We're a chance again, Duff here. See what they can get done. Could be the moment for someone like a Lau, like a Condra. Yeah. Monahan as well.
They seem to be working out of a horizontal setup.
Monahan's got to go for mine. And away she goes.
She's got meters, but...
Got to go here, Monahan. Oh, we've got Newen streaming deep. Oh. Doesn't see it, Cherlin. Sees Buna. Hits that one, though. Got Buna.
Yeah, but she's
That's
reeled it in.
That's a great grab.
Now just needs to remain
some help.
Pretty calm. Yep.
Finds Condra. Well received from Condra. Great little outlet pass. Condra finds Cherlin. Lovely around.
On that around pass. I heard it from here.
That's a great around from Cherlin. Finds Reed.
There's a call on the field here.
Got a quick discussion between Cherlin and Stoddard. Not sure what the nature of that one is. Looks like it's staying with Reed. Might have given the hand a little bit of a cleating. That's all right. Stays with Reed. Got the whole break side here to work with now.
Just need one person to make a movement at a time.
I think it's Buna for mine here, Nick, if Duff are going to put it in. Buna with the great deep cut. She's looking like she's on. And there it is. Well called.
Well called, Ash.
Taryn Buna gets it in, and that's a great throw on the wide open shot to Reed. And, man, we've got a game here now.
14-12.
It's tightening up, 14-12.
And what's happened, just pie wagon, they just know they just have to score. So that pressure just builds and builds and builds on these last 2 points.
Yeah, like we saw,
it's become quite exponential.
Great from Buna there, like we saw in that missed pass from Gina to Ennis. Just didn't quite come off. He was open in the end zone, a bit too much pepper in the sauce, and out the back she goes.
Yeah, bit of spice on the palate.
That's all right though, but this Duff junk, it's creating a little bit of havoc. They're throwing a few more passes than they've had to so far this game. The apple and rhubarb pie squad.
No Laos off.
Yeah,
contentious, but
look,
they've been generating the blocks.
That's right. I think they've got the springy long on instead. They've got Buna, got Monahan, got Barnes, Hotarling and Plummer. They've got the complement out there. No Reed. Huge call. He's had a good game, Sean Reed.
Yeah. Changed
names throughout the game, but he's had a stellar performance regardless. Look, I'm impressed they're holding this transition all the way, but I can't believe it. I'm playing match here for sure as we see Plummer send it just out. Oh, that's a little flattener.
Yeah.
Have the momentum, and sometimes those bricks.
It's a lot of meters to give up.
Sometimes the bricks hurt the most.
Especially a team like this Newcastle one who don't mind sorting it from the brick mark or beyond.
I think I've seen a non-zero chance of just a Stoddard to the end zone option.
Could be. We've got Plummer poaching off the back a little bit, trying to stop any deep threat.
Got the poachy set as we see Stoddard there with the lovely flick. She's been in that inside flick all game. Will we see it again? Oh, the hammer across to Hill. It's a great option. Got Greenfield, doesn't want it. Hits Stoddard again, safe hands. Through to Hill. Got Greenfield.
They've made significant meters, and they're about
we've got
5 meters out from the end zone.
Dallywater parked at the back of that end zone there. He's got Greenfield and Barnes as a matchup. Barnes has got to work hard here. And there it is. Newcastle Apple, Rhubarb and Pie take it.
And just a bit of experience at the end there.
Yeah, a good fight back from Duff though, but yeah, just taking you a bit too long to get back in that game, sadly. They fought hard. We see once again the closeout, the mismatch of Barnes and Greenfield. Greenfield takes advantage, gets it under, puts it across, got a wide open receiver, and she's in for the goal, in for the game. And ladies and gentlemen, we have an all Newcastle final. That's a great game though.
It was exciting, a great comeback from Duff, but unfortunately they haven't come up with the win for them, and we'll see the Newcastle derby in the relative home area in the final. So please make sure to join us for that stream this afternoon, and thank you very much for joining us at 2 o'clock. And we'll see you then. I've been Nick Lely.
I'm Ashley O'Sullivan. Thanks very much for joining us. See you at 2 o'clock.
Alti.tv